But like, this decade has been absolutely batshit insane, and I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it until after we sat down and started making this video.
I learned a lot from this video.
The craziest thing is that it feels like nothing has changed, but it also feels like everything has changed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a voiceover real quick of my face, and this is a recap of me and Jeanette. We're best friends, and this is a recap of 10 years that we were together and apart, and this video is choppy because we've had a whole bunch of bullshit happen, but this is the best I've got. Hope you guys enjoy.
That was a good meeting. You always be choking, I swear.
I dated a gay person.
Wait, be more specific. Wait, what gender?
Boy.
Boy.
So
wait, what?
He didn't know that he was gay.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait.
And he was like either just leaving middle school or just entering high school. And I was like 16 or 17 at this point. So already I'm like, cautiously entering this relationship. Because like at this point, I wanted someone I could cuddle with all the time. I wanted someone I could kiss. I honestly wanted to fuck someone. But like, I knew I couldn't with this kid because he was a kid. And I'm like, So I was really cautious in the relationship, and then, excuse me, I dumped him. I was dating Lance.
I dumped him.
I dumped him, said I was going to college. I never ended up doing that. I think I either dated him before or after I dated Will. That shit that went down between you and Josh was insane. He's a druggie now.
Okay, so I stopped talking to him, like,
I don't blame you.
He was just, like, weird.
He was intense.
He was, like, obsessed, it felt like, and
yeah, he was obsessed.
I dumped him and was like, was a really, really cool person.
He
and
still is kind of cool, but
I just wanted to be, like, his best friend. Like, I just wanted to be, like, a cool friend with him.
Yeah.
And
I had a really big crush on him.
I know. I was kind of a shitty friend for that.
No, that's fine.
No.
It made me realize that I didn't really want to date him, but
It made me realize I made a mistake amongst a lot of mistakes.
as that was all going down, my mom was like, you know, Natalie's a horrible friend. She's just using you. And I felt bad because I went to you and I told you that because I didn't know what to think because my mom is like one of the people I trust the most in the world. And then she was telling me that you were a bad friend, and I was like, dude, she's my only friend. And then like I went to you and I was like, this isn't making sense. And you were like, I'm not a bad friend. How could you think that? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to think that. But like my mom. And you were like, do you do everything your mom tells you? And I'm like, kind of.
I think I remember that conversation.
Yeah. That was why I thought we weren't friends anymore. That's why I thought you were mad at me.
No. I felt like I was being a dick though, because at the end of the day, like, you did like him.
Yeah.
But it was shitty. So
I think one of the only reasons I liked him was because he was very dramatic, which drew me in.
He was just so...
He was very extra.
Yes.
He really liked music, and I love music. Music is like everything to me. Remember when we set Zach and Grace on a date?
Yes. I remember when Zach actually had a crush on her. I think he still does, though.
Aww.
But I remember when he had a crush on her.
Grace is asexual now.
What? She's not attracted to anybody?
Right? She flirts. She flirts like there's no tomorrow. She flirts with everyone she comes across. And it's like that weird little like, oh crap, I don't mean to flirt, but I'm flirting thing. She still has all of your Barbies.
My Barbies?
Like the brats that you gave her, the Barbie kitchen thing. Yeah, she still has all that shit.
Yeah,
it's under my bed.
What?
Yeah. We were kids and you used to like convince me that I'm not fat.
No, you're not. Fat people are like obviously in fucking wheelchairs. Like what?
My brothers have beer guts.
Really?
All three of them have like these like beard guts, and it's so hilarious. And I have a photo for my first tattoo that I'm scared of getting. but like, I'm gonna get tattoos, and Dad, you can't do anything about it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, they all don't really make sense, but they make sense in my mind.
People look at me and they're like, what's that mean? And I'm just like, in my mind.
My mom was so weirded out when you got the French phrase on your arm.
Oh, really?
She was so weirded out. She was like, I don't understand why Natalie wants to mark her bodies with tattoos. And I'm like, because she can do whatever she wants, Mom, and tattoos are cool. And she's like, where do you get the idea that tattoos are cool? Every single most of the artists I listen to have tattoos. Like Skillet is a really major Christian band.
It's expression.
They are heavy, and they've got tattoos like all down their arms and legs, and it's awesome.
That is awesome.
And I love it so much because tattoos express so much about you. I really want to get a really small outline of Vermont on my wrist or something, because that's where a lot of my life happened, and that's where a lot of the best times I had happened. So 2017 was a year. Okay, so in 2017 we were supposed to graduate high school. I say supposed to because I technically graduated but didn't graduate. So remember my thing with math?
Yes, me.
So I took pre-algebra 4 times.
Same.
And guess who was on the program that was supposed to be graduating with me but never showed up to the freaking graduation? You suck. My mom looked at the program and like I didn't get the program until after, and she goes, "Oh, look who was supposed to graduate with you." And I was like, "Who?"
You know how
she goes,
crazy that
"Your
would've
best
been?"
friend." That would have been insane. The program, I have 2 copies of my diploma. Do you want them?
You know how crazy that is? That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
No.
2018. Oh, 2017 was also when I started dating my boyfriend. I moved out as soon as I hit 19, which was really hard for me. I was gonna say it was really hard on my parents, but it wasn't. And my parents and I didn't talk for like a solid like year, because like there were a bunch of conflicting schedules, and like in their minds I was like out of sight, out of mind. And then I got fired from Walmart because I was hired at Walmart my senior year of high school. It was your brother's birthday. It was June 13th.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah, I just realized that it was Dylan's birthday. I was like, holy shit. But like, so I was hired at Walmart. I was working at the Walmart in Claremont. And that place is so fucking toxic.
Really?
The management is horrible. The people are mostly horrible. There's this awful guy in like electronics or wherever he's working now, and he's just like a shit face. He's my ex.
I thought like the second word. I was like, I know what you're talking about.
But like, the people there are so toxic and awful, and it's a really bad environment because management will say one thing and then we'll turn around and be like, I never said such a thing.
Honestly, our world is, I think, a lot more
Right?
than we really realize. So.
Yeah. I definitely think there are some things that I don't get because I'm so young and I don't have a lot of life experience. Like, I've got 21 years of life under my belt. By the way, I'm going to try alcohol soon. That's going to be fun.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
told
I
by
would
my-
say wait until I'm 21, but that's another 3
Right?
months.
No, but we will definitely, when I come back, we will definitely, like, we'll play Drunk Uno.
Yes.
Because that sounds really fun. I love Uno. Drunk Uno sounds even better. I swear a lot. I don't know if you guys realize, but I swear a lot. And I also, when I'm angry enough, I don't give a shit what people say. Like, she used to say a lot of stuff to me, and it just went in one ear and out the other because I was on a mission. Which I think went both ways, because now that I think about it, we used to get in like really small fights over like Twilight and stuff.
We're both like.
I still have that Twilight bracelet from the Breaking Dawn premiere.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I still have it. It doesn't say Twilight Breaking Dawn on it, and it feels really weird when you touch it, but like, earrings that you got me for Christmas, the one where we have the matching pair. I was wearing them all the time, and I took a shower, and I had them in my hand, and I went to go climb up the ladder, and one of them dropped and fell underneath the house because the floorboards are shit. So over the summer, we're gonna tear apart the living room, and we're going to rebuild the living room. I went to New York.
You did?
I didn't go to New York City, but I went to New York State, and we went to Niagara Falls. It was the best trip I'd ever taken. We went to Niagara Falls because my grandmother from California was visiting. After, I am very thankful for Campfire. That sounds really bad, but I'm very thankful for it because when Campfire hit, my grandmother, she went radio silent for like 2 days or like 1 day. We had no idea where she was. And everyone was freaking out about it. And then my grandmother realized that she didn't really know us because she lives all the way in California. So she decided to come down with my Uncle Jay. And so I met my Uncle Jay, his girlfriend Amber, and my grandmother. People think if you're a Christian, you never have sex, you never do anything wrong, you never slip up, you never do anything crazy, and that's so wrong because when you're a Christian, you slip up all the time. There are some Christians who swear worse than I do, and that's saying a lot. And there are Christians who have like these crazy experiences. Like my pastor used to be a drug addict.
Oh.
And he calls them his hippy dippy dope days. We're getting back on track. Around February, I started working for my dad at his radio station. Because my dad has his own radio station now. Yeah, remember when he used to have that whole like radio station in my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a new one now. It's WCVR. And he also helps out at WCFR.
Really?
Yeah.